Okay guys, welcome back. So this video has been long awaited. I know this whole like Whop, Iman Ghadzi thing happened I want to say 2 months ago now. I haven't made a video on it. I really haven't been posting much about info products or anything at all. Honestly, I've just been taking advantage of this rush and kind of doing my own thing. Not really too focused on making videos about this stuff and just pushing out all the sauce for free. But that's what this video is. It's here now, so I'm gonna get into it because this is literally everything I've been taking advantage of the past couple months. So I put together this Miro board. As you guys know, I love my Miro boards. Here's what it looks like. Nice and juiced up, nice and separated. I segmented it a lot better this time. So here we go. How Iman Ghadzi buying Whop is going to make you rich. Now, most people are wondering how much money he put into it, how much equity he got. Quite frankly, I couldn't give two fucks. The most important thing, obviously, how you're gonna make money from it and how I'm making money from it, because it's his life. He's making his own money. If you guys are pocket watching that hard, then you're probably not gonna make it. So real quick disclaimer, okay? Whop did not pay me to make this video. I know they pay people to make videos promoting Whop. This is not for or against Whop. This is just my, my honest, real thoughts breakdown on the entire situation and how to take advantage of it. This is not a video about which fucking processor is better. I couldn't give two shits, okay? So here we go. To start off, the Whop breakdown. So for you guys that don't know, what actually is Whop? They call themselves the Make Money app. Now, I've been in the info product space for 6 years now, okay? I've been using them before they were even called Whop. Basically, they originated in the sneaker space. I was actually using one called Hyper. If you guys are OG, you know what Hyper is. And then I guess Whop acquired Hyper, so then I was kind of forced to switch to Whop. It's a whole thing that happened. This is years and years ago. But they basically originated in the sneaker space. I'll get into it a little bit more later. But what they are now, to put it simply, is they're a processor for info products. If you don't know what an info product is, it's a course, okay? So it's literally selling courses. So it can be a paid community for $50 a month that links to a Discord, or it can be a high-ticket one-on-one mentorship someone pays $6,000 for, and they get to learn one-on-one, a certain topic. So what does it actually look like? This is how it's broken down. You have a creator that makes content about a topic, so usually a business model, something related to making money or making money online. So say there's a drop shipping YouTuber. He's making content about drop shipping, okay? The content gets engagement and drives through the funnel, which the funnel can be a landing page. A lot of times now people just use Whop pages, so it literally just goes to a Whop link. On the Whop page, they've got a video explaining what they're gonna buy, and then it's all on there. And then the funnel sells them on the info product, teaching them the topic they purchase. So the funnel could literally be a $20 a month paid community. They go to a Whop link and they buy it. Or the funnel could be they go to a landing page and they fill out a type form and then they book a call and it's something high ticket. They talk to a closer. There's all different avenues, but the gist of it is a creator makes content, the content drives to the funnel sells them, and then they make money, okay? Simple. Now, that is usually either high ticket one-on-one mentorship, so something high ticket is a few grand, or low ticket community. It could be $20, $50, $100 a month, for a community or something like that, usually not one-on-one. Now, where does Whop come in? Very simple. Whop, they host the offer, they process the payment, and they take a percentage for processing the payment. Now, you might be thinking, why can't I just have people Zelle, whatever? And you totally can, but for communities, that sort of thing, you really need to take card payments. Also, financing is a massive thing in info products, okay? If you want to get someone financed, for example, someone wants to buy a $5,000 mentorship. If they're in the US, if they have a good credit score, they can literally get that financed so that they can buy that even if they don't have the $5,000. That's another huge reason you need processors. So anyhow, now you know what Whop is, you know why you kind of need them. Now let's get into the actual sauce. So Iman Ghadzi Whop. First of all, who am I? Real quick, brief breakdown. My name is Dustin Verano, okay? I've been doing this for 6 years. What I do is very simple. I have a simple model. I partner with these creators. I basically build out the back end of their info products, and then I sell it to their audience. So essentially growth operating, info product operating, whatever you guys want to call it. There's a lot of different terms for it, but it's really that simple. I just work with creators. I run the info products in the back end. No one ever sees my face when they're buying a course from this creator, but I'm the guy, running the sales team, building the landing pages. I'm the guy in the back end doing all that stuff. I put a little Fanbasis logo here too. This is not sponsored by Fanbasis either. I use Fanbasis and Whop, pretty much my two primary processors. I prefer Fanbasis, but really they're both good to use. Obviously this video is more geared towards talking about Whop, so that's what the focus is here. So Whop's really picking it up in 2025. Iman's takeover, this is gonna be the big thing. I'm gonna compare it to Alex Hormozi and Skool in a second. But again, like I just said, I don't use Whop for all the info offers I run, but no doubt they're a great platform to use. I used to be really, really critical on Whop actually, but now I'm much more open to using Whop. So let's get into the sauce now. The strategic play breakdown. This is what happened with Skool. If you guys are unfamiliar, Skool is basically a competitor to Whop. They popped up randomly. Sam Ovens created it. It's basically a course hosting platform. They want to push it as like a community platform, but it's course hosting more than anything. And this is kind of what that looks like. So they were running Skool. This is Google Trends, by the way. Hormozi buys in, massive spike after that. Tons of traffic went to the platform. Tons of people started using it. I mean, everyone was talking about Skool like it was the next big thing. And then 2 months later, no one really gave a shit. But the thing is, it's been a couple months with Whop, and it's really not seeming like that's the case. The thing is, the info product space is always going to be growing. It's expanding so fucking quickly. So, you know, it really just comes down to the methods used to sell info, and obviously everyone needs a processor. So all these platforms are trying to compete for a spot. Skool had a really, really good chance, okay? So it was Skool, Alex Hormozi. If you guys don't know Alex Hormozi, he's like a massive business YouTuber, definitely more like value-based and more, I'd say like intermediate experience or hard experience level of content versus Iman is very like beginner-friendly content. So two very different demographics here, which don't really match the platforms, because Skool is like a very, very simple bare bones platform. Whop, there's a lot more that goes into it. It can be complicated at times. But I'm gonna compare Skool and Whop in a second. But what I want to get to is, again, like I said, there's people that are wondering, how much did Iman buy in for? What percent did he get? Just worry about how it's gonna make you money. So now here is Iman Ghadzi now getting shares in Whop. Again, we don't know how much he bought. We don't know. Who fucking cares though? So I want to compare Hormozi and Skool, the rush that came from that, and now the rush from this, and how you're gonna make money from it. So already, Iman buys in, Google Trends is moving up. The thing is, Whop was already really big, much bigger than Skool before Iman ever came in. It's more of an authority play than anything, in my opinion. And then, of course, you've got over here. Now, Skool is, you know, not, I wouldn't say they're on a decline, but like, they're very stagnant. And as far as like being in the space and hearing people talk about different platforms, people do not talk about Skool. Like, no one really gives a shit anymore. People talk about Whop way more. Whop is way more public with their building and the features they're coming out with. So that's definitely a very big thing. Now, real quick. So Skool is, like I said, they're not doing anywhere as well as they were when they had the initial push. This video is entirely based on the rush that has come to Whop, just like the Alex Hormozi and Skool rush, and how to take advantage of it. So here we go. Why is Whop suddenly better? Now, this is the main differences between Skool and Whop, okay? And just to be completely honest, if I had to pick one, it really does come down to the offer and the demographic and like who's selling this info product. There's a lot that goes into this. It's not just black and white, one or the other. But for most of the time, I mean, at least just for processing, Whop any fucking day of the week. Skool, you know, again, if it's like a boomer audience, something simpler, a simple offer, like Skool's pretty good for that. But like in most cases, Whop is going to be better. Now, here's the difference. So it really depends on the different types of info products. Like I was saying before, Whop originated from low ticket info products, mostly on Discord, so like cook groups. Now, I'll explain what that is. I don't mean like cooking, like food cooking. Cook groups were essentially sneaker groups. I came from the sneaker space. So I would resell shoes, resell fucking Supreme t-shirts and shit like that. That's how I like made my first money as a kid. And there were these groups called cook groups, which were basically Discord groups. You'd pay $50 a month, $100 a month. They would tell you where all the sneakers are dropping. They would give you all the times, all the drop dates. They would ping you when there's like a surprise drop or something like that. This was huge back in the day, years ago. And that's basically how Whop hyper originated, is they were running that up and they became a processor. So that's where most people are using Whop, and then only recently did they expand to just like info products as a whole. Only a couple of years ago did they really start pushing that. And I'd say like a year ago is when they really went hard with the fucking VC funding and all that shit, and now they're going crazy. But so here's Skool. It's super easy to use, super easy to build a paid community. That's it. I'd consider it more of a course hosting platform for these reasons. Dead engagement. It does not produce engagement whatsoever. There's not even a chat. That's the biggest reason. It's like posts. It's like a Reddit forum or something. There's no connectable systems, and really the biggest thing is the UI. It's just a shit UI. I don't even think you can do calls in platform. I think it's like you have to put a Zoom link or some shit. It's gross, and it's $100 a month. So there's that. This comparison, I swear to God, I'm not being paid, but when I put it up like this, it looks like Whop is paying me. They're not paying me. I'm just being honest here, okay? So Whop, they make, you can literally sell anything on Whop. That's the thing. When it comes to Skool, you're pretty limited, but this, it's basically a processor, okay? And the same with Fanbasis, like they're basically just a processor. I can sell ebooks, communities, high ticket, whatever with Fanbasis. So it's more complex. There's a lot more customizability. That's also a benefit though, because you can do more with it. It's free, obviously, besides the percentage, but if you're someone starting out, that can be a big barrier for creators. Because look, there's a lot of creators that get a ton of engagement and they could be making a ton of money, but right now they're not making shit just because they don't know how to properly monetize their audience. So that's the biggest thing. So that is a huge advantage, because a lot of these creators literally won't have any money to put up front, which is why my model is I partner with creators on a percentage. I rarely like charge them an upfront, because creators are fucking broke. They need people like us to help them out, which I'm about to get into. But anyhow, there's a lot of connectable systems. You can make it connect to Discord, TradingView, and then obviously they have like a lot of affiliate stuff. Clipping is like a huge thing they're pushing now, which is honestly genius. But anyhow, the business model blowing up Whop. Whop's $1 billion business model. So here are the fundamentals you need to understand. Whop has creators that sell info products. That's their platform. Okay, there's people that make content online and they sell courses. Every time a creator pushes someone to buy an info product, they're also pushing them to Whop, okay? They're going to whop.com/whatever to buy this. It's still on Whop. So then, of course, Whop grows as a platform, and they also get their percentage in the process. It's a genius business model, but it gets even better. How does Whop actually grow as a platform? Here we go. They just need more creators. So as a growth operator, I've personally gotten DMs from so many Whop creators, like people that actually work with Whop. They've got the little Twitter badge, the little Whop badge on Twitter, and they want me to bring creators to their platform and basically cut me in. So they give me a percentage of the creators I bring. It's genius, and they're hitting up all my growth operator friends. I get these DMs too. Anyone in the space that's working with creators or has connections with creators or is selling any type of info product or digital product or whatever, they're reaching out to all these people to get them to go to the platform and basically make content and sell on the platform. So here's what you should be looking for. When it comes to creators that make money with info products, engagement is all that matters, okay? I always get asked, like, how many followers should I be looking for? Like, should they have at least 10,000 followers? And obviously it depends on the platform, but like engagement is all that fucking matters. But most importantly, the type of content as well. Anything BizOp sells the best. When I say BizOp, I basically mean anything. BizOp stands for business opportunity, just so you guys know. I basically mean anything where there's a financial ROI, okay? Someone's gonna put $5,000 into a fitness program. They're doing that to achieve their fitness goals. They're not doing it for anything else. Versus if they put $5,000 into a fucking drop shipping course, let's say for example, they're putting that $5,000 in because they want more money out. When they buy the fitness course, they know that money's gone. When they buy a drop shipping course, they're putting that money in because they want to learn how to learn this skill to make money online and then make more than the $5,000 they originally put in. So there's a potential for ROI. That's the biggest thing when it comes to info products, in my opinion, the biggest criteria. And because of that, you can work with creators that are really, really small. So you can go on YouTube and search for these niches, these different BizOp niches. You can find a creator that's getting 1,000 views a video, and that dude can be printing 20, 30K a month from a high ticket offer if his content is truly like value based, because those 1,000 people are people that are searching for super specific topics, which are his exact ICP, and he can sell them 4, 5, 6K programs all day long, even more than that. Just from YouTube videos, because he's providing value. This person wants to know more about this thing and they're willing to pay for it. It's super simple. Obviously, building out an ecosystem of offers is a little bit different if it's like for YouTube, but ideally you want an ecosystem of offers, especially if there's volume. If a creator's on Instagram with 100K followers, they're bringing in thousands of leads, okay? If someone can't buy a $5,000 program, you want something else there to sell them. You want to be able to sell them a $50 a month community. You know what I mean? So it's just about building an ecosystem of offers. And then of course, you have free hosting on Whop. They collect a percentage. Now here's where growth operating comes in, okay? Here's what you need to understand. Every creator that you see, anyone selling a course, any of these big guys that you see on YouTube, even like Brez, for example. I know everyone's seen like Brez popping off with freelance brand scaling, whatever. Obviously, These guys sell info, nothing wrong with that. But they all have someone in the back end. Okay, Brez is not sitting there building his own landing pages and talking to sales reps and training them and doing all that bullshit. He has someone in the back end operating the whole thing, and they're getting a cut for doing so. But then as a result, he just gets to focus on content and bring in more leads, which is exactly the entire point of the growth operating business model. Let me full screen for this, okay? It's very important. Let me get some water. Beautiful day in Miami, by the way. This is what I'm trying to get at, is every single creator that sells any type of info product at all needs a growth operator if they don't already have one. Okay, I'm about to get into how you find these people and really what you should look for. But every offer you see that are making $500K, $1 million a month, every kid you see driving around Lambos, selling a fucking course. I know a lot of you guys are annoyed at it, but it fucking works. I hate to say it to you, it fucking works. So if you're one of those guys that hates on courses, you hate on people that sell info products, you're just hating on free money, if I'm being honest with you, because it makes perfect sense. It's a win-win for everyone, okay? Someone wants to learn a valuable skill, they're paying to learn the skill. It's as simple as that. It only has a bad reputation because of people trying to offer guarantees, like I guarantee you're gonna make 10K a month, whatever bullshit. There's no guarantee, because at the end of the day, you can tell someone exactly what to do. I can make this video, you guys can know exactly what to do for free. 99% of you aren't gonna do anything. And it's the same thing with people that buy info products, okay? A lot of people buy an info product, they just wanna feel like they're doing something, so they pay, and then they don't do shit, and then they get mad when they get no results. That's why courses have a bad reputation. But anyhow, I'm getting off track. What I'm getting at, it's every single kid that you see selling a course, making money with a course, all these guys blowing up like Brez. Again, love the guy, nothing wrong with them, nothing wrong with selling a course. All of them have operators running all their systems in the back end, and the whole point is so that they can focus on content. That's my job as an operator. When I work with creators, I build out everything in the back end, I manage everything. I want to take as much off their plate as possible so that they can focus on content. Because at the end of the day, marketing is the most important thing. Bringing in leads is the most important thing. So if I can enable them to just focus on content 24/7 and make that their full priority, then of course I'm gonna do that. And then as a result, I make more money because they bring me the leads, and it's my job to actually convert the leads. Anyhow, back to this. I really hope I'm making sense, but I think I am. I'm just talking a lot. Anyhow, so what does an operator actually do? Quick summary: landing pages, funnels, the CRM, the sales team, etc. Just all the back end stuff. It doesn't have to be complicated. And then of course, building out an ecosystem of offers like I just went over. So now Whop has a genius business model because it grows itself. How long have I been going? 20 minutes, not bad, okay. Now, real quick to this. So how you're gonna get rich if you made it this far. If you've been thinking about it or you've already started growth operating, first I wanna say, I have a full hour-plus long course on YouTube going over all the details. I have hours and hours of content on my YouTube. You guys can just watch it and run up the business model and make a shit ton of money just from that, which if you're not already doing, if you're just now learning about the business model, go fucking do that right now. I highly recommend it. It does not have to be hard at all, and to be completely honest, it's far too easy. So here's like a quick breakdown of what you do, okay? And again, I have all these videos going in depth. Find creators on socials. You find creators and you reach out to them. Again, I have a whole hour-long video dedicated to just this. How to find them, what message to send, like what criteria to look for, absolutely everything. Once you find the creators, you find gaps in their offers. So for example, if a creator is selling high-ticket one-on-one mentorship, like I said, they're selling it for $5,000. They're gonna have leads that can't afford $5,000, but could afford a $100 a month community. So that's what you're pitching them. You're pitching them on what they don't have, and you're building out an ecosystem for them. Then you're closing them on either an upfront or percentage. Like I said, most creators are broke. It really depends. Obviously, you can feel it out. But most creators, I literally just work on a purely rev share basis, no risk to them. If I know I can get them results, then why the fuck wouldn't I? So I recommend just doing rev share with all these creators and basically becoming their partners. From there, you build out the back end, you set everything up, you launch the offer, and then after that, it's basically just maintenance and communicating with them, making sure everything's running smooth. Now, the result of doing all this, you're in a position like me, real quick. Position like me, sorry to flex. You're in a position like me, after doing this for so many years, I have dozens of creators under my belt that I collect a residual percentage of from everything I've already built in the past, okay? This is not like I have to make some new crazy launch an offer to make some money. No, I hate using the word passive income because it's not passive, since I had to do a lot of shit to build it up to this point. But it really is at the point where it's like, You just got to make sure shit's running smooth and the money will continue going in, because the creator is the one doing the marketing and pushing the traffic, okay? It's as simple as that. Anyhow, this is a call to action to my mentorship. So if you want to work with me one-on-one, here we go. James hit $30,000 a month in 90 days. He spent a day with me in Dubai. You can watch this video. It's a fucking sick video. This one's more value-based. I did a value-based video with James too, but you should watch this one with Maheen as well. 60K a month in 4 months. We broke it down in this video. It's really, really simple. So if you want access to work with me, you get direct access one-on-one with me. So calls, texts, you have my personal number. I don't do like 2 calls a week, whatever. We call when we need a call. It's that kind of thing. You actually have access to me. It's not like group coaching or any of that bullshit. Again, I'm just being like extremely straightforward, and I'm doing that for the reason of, I want qualified people to work with me as well. I don't want, some kid that just found out about this and is still trying to do drop shipping as a side hustle. You know what I mean? You get all my systems, so my SOPs, KPIs, all the softwares I use, even like my landing page format, literally everything that goes into building an offer in the back end. I'm gonna show you how I find all my VAs, sales reps, etc. You also get access to my network. So if you want VAs, if you want sales reps, I can refer you people. You get complete access to that entirely. I'm basically here to help you get a creator, multiple creators, scale them, launch their offers. I'm just here for the entire thing. And then all my creator acquisition systems, so how I'm actually able to bring on so many creators, which is mostly through outreach, literally cold outreach on Instagram. I have videos on this on YouTube as well. And then the biggest thing in my offer, I give a guaranteed creator as well. So I literally guarantee a creator in contract. That's my way of making it risk-free, but obviously you're not gonna make money unless you fucking try and you put in a lot of effort. So again, if you're interested in working with me, check out the type form in the description, fill it out. I take all the calls personally, so if you fill it out and you're not broke, I do charge 4 figures for this, just completely upfront. So if you fill it out and you're not broke and you're not an idiot, then you'll be hopping on a call with me. I'm gonna be on the call to vet you. We'll speak about everything and then we'll move forward from there. Anyhow, if you guys liked the video, please make sure to leave a like. Feel free to ask any comments down below. I answer all my comments. Also, add me on Instagram, guys. Like, I post some sick shit on Instagram. Oh, and I gotta plug this now too. I'm making like vlogs. I have like a vlog channel now. I'm posting like, not even like day in the life type videos, but like we'll go on a trip to Tulum and spend like $100 grand and we'll make a video on that. It's that kind of thing. So I just posted that today as I'm speaking. I don't know when I'm gonna post this video. But anyhow, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Lots more value coming soon. Enjoy. Peace.